Imagine being in one of the most dangerous places in the world, the DMZ, the border between North and South Korea. The tension is so high that even cutting down a tree could lead to a huge conflict. This is the story of Operation Paul Bunyan, where a simple tree-cutting job almost sparked a war. How the US and South Korea went to extreme lengths, bringing in hundreds of soldiers and powerful weapons, all to remove one tree. In the summer of 1976, a tense and dangerous event unfolded in the Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, between North and South Korea. This area is supposed to be a buffer zone, keeping the two Koreas apart. But one small event, a tree cutting, nearly sparked a war. It all started with a tree blocking the view between UN forces and a checkpoint. The tree sat on the border between North and South Korea. To maintain clear sightlines, the United Nations Command decided to trim it. However, when American and South Korean soldiers began the job, things went wrong fast. North Korean soldiers confronted the UN team, claiming the tree was sacred. The argument quickly escalated. Soon, North Korean soldiers attacked the team, and tragically, 2 American officers were killed. This became known as the Axe Murder Incident. Tensions in the DMZ skyrocketed. The United States and South Korea were outraged. They wanted to show North Korea they couldn't get away with such aggression. But they didn't want to start a war either. So they devised an unusual plan, a highly guarded, large-scale tree-cutting operation to show strength without provoking more violence. They called it Operation Paul Bunyan, after the legendary American lumberjack known for his giant axe. 3 days after the axe murder incident, on August 21, 1976, Operation Paul Bunyan began. Hundreds of American and South Korean troops gathered around the DMZ. The soldiers were armed to the teeth with machine guns and grenade launchers, combat helicopters, F-4 Phantom jets, and even B-52 bombers were on standby. In total, over 800 troops and countless pieces of military hardware were ready, all to cut down one tree. Under heavy protection, a team of soldiers began cutting down the infamous tree. This time, they didn't just trim it, they took it down completely. The North Koreans watched, clearly intimidated. The show of force made it clear the United States and South Korea would not back down. They finished cutting down the tree in 42 minutes. Operation Paul Bunyan remains one of the most unique and bold displays of military force in history, where armies gathered and powerful weapons were deployed, all to remove a single tree. It was a high-stakes moment that reminded the world just how tense the Korean border can be. The tree is gone, but the memory of Operation Paul Bunyan endures as a symbol of determination and restraint.